question number 4. And this one also, this is like question number 1. It's considered a difficult question. Let's see why. And then, I hope that you don't think it is, tremendously difficult. So 3x is equal to 36y minus 45. Once again, something that we notice, this is a linear equation in two variables, right? The linear equation. So one of the two equations in a system of linear equations is given. So this is one is given. The system has no solution. Red. So this should send off alarms already. No solution. Which equation could be the second equation in the system? So by definition, when a system of linear equations have no solution, that's telling us something about the components of that equation, of those equations, right? So if we have no solution, you should be able to visualize something like this, right? That is one of the functions, and this is the second one. And they are parallel, right? So systems that have no solutions, those lines are actually parallel. Linear systems with no solutions, the lines are parallel. If the lines are parallel, they have the same what? They have the same slope, right? They have the same slope, and they have a different y-intercept. So two things are going on. So they must have the same slope and a different y-intercept. Same slope and a different y-intercept. If they have the same y-intercept and the same slope, they're actually the same line. So for no solution, it's the same slope and a different y-intercept. And we can see, doesn't matter how far we go into the future, they will never cross each other because they're rising and running at the same rate. How far back we go, they will never cross each other because they're rising and running at the same rate. So that makes this rather simple, right, for us to figure out. But that prerequisite knowledge is absolutely essential. When you see no solution for linear systems, that means they have the same slope but different y-intercepts, okay? So that tells us we just need to really identify what the y-intercept, what the slope is for the our given equation. And I'm just going to kind of walk through it quickly. But I encourage you to practice mental math, and you can stop this video. So I'm going to show you what it is. We're looking for y is equal to something. So we have to divide everything by 36. If I divide 3x by 36, what happens? It's going to be 1 over 12. 1 over 12x, right? And then if I divide 45, I'm going to take that negative 45 and take it to the left where the x is. That becomes positive 45. I'm just going to write it. I'm going to write it here because I'm running out of space. Positive 45 over 36. Okay, so that's our equation. My my slope is 112, so I'm looking for a slope of 112. I'm going to quickly, now you can quickly run through the answers. If I look at question A, answer choice A, if I divide 4, x by 4, it's going to be 1/4. It's not 1/12. I'm looking for 1/12, right? For question number B, so this is a no-no. If question B, answer choice B, if I divide 4 on both sides, that is going to be 1/12, right? That's going to be 1/12. This guy's going to be 1/12, and with a slope of 0, right? So I think I should write that out. Let's write that. Let's write B out. Because that's a possibility. That's the answer. It's got to be the answer. You divide this by 4, it's going to be y is equal to 1 over 12 x, and it's plus 0. So notice slopes are the same and a different y-intercept. So what my recommendation is, when you find an answer early in the answer choices, you've done your due diligence, you've done the math, you need to move on, right? We're going to go ahead and look at C and D, but on the actual exam, there's no need for you to ponder if your answer is correct. You did everything that you needed to do. And remember, you are up against time. You're going to need your time for much, much more difficult questions. We will proceed. We believe that the answer is B, but we'll proceed to C and D just to kind of verify that. Okay. Just to eliminate them, I should say, right? Okay. So for C, y, our function would be, and this is C, y is going to be equal to y is going to be equal to 1 over 12 x and minus, actually plus 15 over 12. Wow, that looks okay too. And this is C. So we have to figure out what's going on there, right? Let's look at D now. So D, we know A is out. A is out. Slope is wrong. B, we said, was a possibility. And C now is also a possibility, right? Let's take a look at D. So D is we're dividing both sides we're dividing everything by 12. And if we divide 1/3 x by 12, that's going to be 1 over 36. So this is also out. D is out, right? So what is going to be our choice? I'm going to write B back. Is B is equal to 1 over 12 x, and this is plus 0, right? So let's go back to our original equation. Let's simplify that, right? Let's simplify that. And this is our original equation. Y is going to be equal to 1 over 12 x and plus 45 over 36. We need to simplify 45 over 36 to really see what the y-intercept is, right? So our y-intercept is truly, if we divide both of these by 3, 45 divided by 3 is 15, and 36 divided by 3 is what? 12. So look at that. So this 45 over 36 is actually what? It's actually what? 15 over 12. So remember what we said in the beginning. The question is, there is no solution, right? So there's no solution. No solution requires you to have the what? Same slope, but a different y-intercept, right? B goes through the origin. The y-intercept for B is 0. The y-intercept for C is 15 over 12, which is identical to the y-intercept for the original equation. So C and the original equation are exactly the same. That's not what we want. That would be infinitely many solutions. We're looking for no solution. Our answer is B. Okay. That was a little bit long, but the goal is to give you a thorough explanation so that when you see these questions, it can be altered just a little bit, but it does not bother you because you comprehend what's going on. Okay. Now we can get out of this. Okay.